I'm going to say that's delicious. Hello, Galaxy. Chris Perillo here. I have just knocked my knee on the end of the cap there. Let me tell you. December has not been fun for me. I know Christmas, New Year's, etc. I have been feeling this overwhelming sense of dread. So anything I can do to escape that dread, I'm going to do. And I thought today I would show you some recent pickups and what Santa dropped off. I'm also considering, scheduling more regular time here, like This Week in Geek on YouTube. And when I do that, opening up the platform, if you will, to other people, other nerds and geeks who happen to be fellow collectors, to join me on the journey in an unofficial capacity. I thought that would be kind of fun to do. Something interesting, something different, something that I think would be fun. And in general, right? This Week in Geek. That term, I'm sure, is already taken. I'll probably have to figure out something else. I mean, this is the Chris Perillo show, for the lack of a better word. I am going to be on live on Twitch later. I'm not sure. Maybe streaming late onto Twitch, if only for New Year's, because this is New Year's Eve. So New Year's has not happened for me yet. That happens in another 12 hours. But if anything, I thought I would jump onto YouTube and tell you that, maybe every Saturday afternoon going live and just doing a This Week in Geek kind of thing, showing you what I've got, showing you what's been on my radar, what's been on my mind, what I've been printing, that kind of thing. And I figured y'all might get a kick out of it. We already got one comment here from when the video was pushed out is to be going live. John had a burst water pipe. That's exactly what happened. Woodinville. Hey, I haven't been up there in ages. I liked doing toy runs up there, though. There were a few good stores. They're probably all closed by now. I haven't done a good toy run in, God, at least a year. I really miss doing toy runs immensely. Like, I used to love it so much. Something I looked forward to, but they've closed so many stores. So many good stores have closed. Yeah, so here's the story. I could probably figure out how could I, let's see here. Could I, okay, extra camera. Oh, how could I, I'm wondering how I could take you with me mobile. If I did like an OBS studio remote, I'll have to figure out how to do that tomorrow, maybe. But I'll show you the room. The room is basically demolished. Hey, how you doing? I know you by a different name. Andrew Rogers, as we know him here. I was making mention of the fact I'm trying to figure out like some good New Year's plans. I'm not sure if I'd say it's a resolution to go live on YouTube once a week with This Week in Geek and something like that. But I really feel like that's what I want to do and what I probably should be doing with this channel, apart from the fun shorts, the dad jokes and what have you. Anyway, 2 days before Christmas, before we get into all the stuff that I have to show you, 2 days before Christmas, I'm sitting right here, and I hear a bang, and I think, what the hell is that? And granted, it was definitely sub-freezing temperatures. Twang, like almost came from like underneath me. I'm like, was that an icicle? What? It didn't even register. An hour later, neighbor comes ringing our doorbell, says, your house is leaking. And it's a cascading waterfall coming out of the side of our house. And I am just darted to our cutoff valve, or the valve, right, that allows the water to come into the house, just as fast as I can. And it basically hit the Lego room. You know of the Lego room. You've likely seen the Lego room. It got hit, and it got hit pretty bad, but not as bad as it could have been. So the roads are freezing. Water is shut off. Plumbers are impossible to get a hold of. You want to talk about, just devastated, having to take care of trying to run triage, drying the carpet as best we could. Not sure what to do. Didn't want to make anything worse. So basically all day I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to do. Like, okay, we need a plan. I wait until the temperatures warm up enough where the ice melts. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for the Save the Lego Room Fund. Yeah, I'm getting there because we definitely, insurance is not going to cover everything. It is covering a good amount of things, but it's not going to cover everything. So that day, right? Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'm calling around, hoping, trying to do everything I can do to get the water turned on again, but obviously it can't until until it's found, the where the leak is found and patched. Did finally get a hold of somebody at the last possible minute on a busy day where everybody's pipes were frozen and breaking and bursting. The roads were horrible, and I got lucky. Got someone out here. They took a look at the pipe. This is the same day of. With icy roads, and I had run errands, so I knew the roads are fine, so I was able to assuage any concerns for them with their big truck coming up, to our residence, because they were concerned that their truck was going to get stuck. Got them here. They found the leak. It had basically been. I should have brought the pipe. Maybe I'll bring that next week. It had burst out the side, so it was shooting out the side. That's why I was cascading out of the side of our house. It was like basically straight on. Like waterfall outside of our house. Is crazy. And yeah, I got video of it. Oh man, I should have uploaded that video, but I was just so I gotta turn this off. So anyway, they patch it. We get a hold of immediate what are the rescue services, separate for the plumber. They find it. They tear down some of the firewall. No, they tear down some of the drywall. Tell us about this rescue place. Call the rescue place. The rescue place is of course busy, but they are able to make it out there midnight. So all day I was dealing with it, and they come out and they kind of look and they say, all right, this might happen. This might happen. This might happen. The house was built 2004, Andrew, another Andrew. I'm pretty sure that was the year. So it was a copper pipe, and so it's patched. We got the rescue out with industrial strength drying fans, taking a look what might happen, the worst case scenario, blah 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 blah. It wasn't as bad as I had thought, but the next thing that would need to happen is the day after. This is the day before Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, I spent basically taking all that out of the Lego room, which many of you have seen. Right, with the Lego minifigures on the shelves and the books and the bamboo 3D printer and other collectibles and the Millennium Falcon table. Emptied as much of that room as I could, dumping it out into the front room, thinking I would also have to clear out the dining room because it was adjacent and there's a possibility that there we would have to tear down the drywall in that room and the wainscoting. So my entire Christmas Eve was just destroyed. Everything was it was a mess. It was a nightmare and a half. And so Christmas happened. Of course, I was relatively despondent. I'm going to admit, I have not been in a good mood. I wasn't in a Christmas spirit, and I'm not really feeling all that great about the new year either. I'm trying to keep, a stiff upper lip and, pull through. But yeah. Oh, hey, Santa brought a ton of trouble, too much trouble, I would say. So anyway, over the past week, the drywall has come down, the dryers, basically the industrial strength dryers have been going. So it's like this house has been a white noise machine. And so I've been dealing with that. All the room is basically empty. Insurance has been covered. I've had to juggle schedules. I feel like I would be a great project manager or a program manager, given what I've had to juggle between 4 different entities to make sure that we had plumbing set, that we've got restoration keyed up, that we've got insurance ready to go, that damage control was in place, like everything, like across 4 different entities. So that was, just so you know, that's that's been my life, and it's been very difficult when you experience that kind of upheaval to kind of peer over that. So I'm taking this as an opportunity to redo maybe a bit of how that room is going to be done, not by much, but I'm going to be basically setting up new shelves elsewhere, setting up different shelves in there, setting them in potentially different positions in that room, potentially making more room for other things in that room when it's fully repaired, and that is anybody's guess as to when that's going to happen. But I even went as far as to measure and have purchased online. I'm not trying to Adam's family here, but shelves, not fiberglass. That's what's on my brain. Plexiglass. Acrylic. That's what I'm thinking. Well, is that plexiglass? Is that another word for it? So acrylic shelving, and it fits perfectly, but I needed to make dowels, and I needed to find dowels. So I 3D printed some, let me see here. I crafted my own wooden plastic dowels, and they fit perfectly. So I made this. This is the thing I made. So I've printed out several of these to hold the plexiglass or the acrylic in place. So I'm getting like 3 or potentially 6 new plexiglass to place minifigures on to maximize the shelf space, to maximize that room. So I've got once again room to grow, and I'm going to be purchasing more of the plexiglass now that I know what I got really works, and I'm just going to do that, across the board. Thank you, by the way, the Bertakas. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is that a sticker? Can't see the sticker here in StreamYard, but that's okay. I do appreciate it. Very much so. Phantom Printer, I agree. More shelves for Star Wars figures. This is exactly what's happening. In fact, speaking of Star Wars figures, in between all this, I was able to print the new Mandalorian figure. This is from Itor, Play Action Toys. I'm his biggest fan. This is the Mandalorian. I printed several of these, as a matter of fact. So at least I was able to get out of that mental space where I was just feeling overwhelmed to be able to do something creative. And this was pretty much the first thing that was done. The Mandalorian here with the jetpack. He also made a variant back what would you call it? Like for the back of a cape. So I also printed a cape. And then he just released the Leia Hoth. Not exactly my favorite, wouldn't be my top choice, but she was really easy to print. Took a day to get all the pieces. I had some problems with the feet, but it wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. So I've got 2 figures that I printed. Sorry if there we go. If they ever get out of focus when I'm holding it up to this camera, I do apologize. And then, of course, in conjunction with the Mandalorian, he also released an articulating Grogu figure. This one was harder to do or put together because the pieces are so small to get into the facets, but it does articulate. You can spin the head, the arms, the wrists, so it makes a perfect companion. I'll put those 2 over here by the Darth Vader so you can see that. You're working on Obi-Wan right now. Which Obi-Wan? I don't think I did the Obi-Wan. Honestly, I wasn't that excited about it, so I skipped it. But I may end up going back to do it. I may, because it's like, okay, just let me get through what I need to get through right now, one day at a time. I tend to print the figures, or I have tended to print the figures that I really, really want. Leia was an exception because I'm like, maybe I should be printing them. So like I said, I may go back. I did not print Andor. Honestly, I didn't find, personally, I just didn't want an Andor necessarily. And it didn't really stand out to me as Andor. Obi-Wan would be different though. I think the Obi-Wan definitely looked like Obi-Wan. The last one I might have printed was the old one, if he did an old one. So I'm taking it slowly. But I'll be adding more figures to the collection. Now, on to something that I'm going to be showing a lot of this stuff later too on Twitch. This is what I'm going to be using, I think, in the new year. Boy, it's having, look at this. It's throwing off the camera. The camera doesn't know what to focus on. The Garbage Pail Kids Day or calendar 365 bizarre holidays, so a different holiday of the day, I assume. So will we? it thinks the Garbage Pail Kid head is the head. So if I was trying to cover my face. I think that's what was going on there, because it's got Atom Bomb or Blasted Billy there. So I'm looking forward to this very much so. Very much so. Hey, Solid Von Baco. I hope I have a better 2023 than 2022 turned out, for sure. You're working your way through his New Hope figures. Oh, okay, cool. Did I do a Luke? See, I had not with Itor. I haven't done a lot of his legacy figures. I haven't reprinted a lot of them because I remember them being a challenge to put together compared to his newer line. So I may not be printing much more than his newer lines, because I like how they've come together, and I think I've figured out a flow with them. So basically his weekly releases are the ones that I'm going to do it. Really? You skipped that? Really? Are you serious? Jesus Laredo. Wow. That surprises me, because this is an easy win. It was only, well, now these day calendars are like $15. I'd wait until you can get it half off. By the way, I've pre-ordered Chrome OS 5. Clint is going to be sending it here in the next little while. So I'm very much looking forward to that. All right. So now we're going to get into showing some stuff. You have a case. Oh, you have a case. Okay. See, I didn't go for the case. I just went for the base set with whatever bonuses. Not too many others. Okay. So this is something I'm very much looking forward to unboxing, because you didn't get a really good look of him in Obi-Wan, the Purge Trooper, Phase 2 armor. I haven't picked up many Black Series, but this is one that I could see myself picking up multiples of. Really, I would love. I got to tell Itor, do this one, because I would print these things like none other, because it'd be easy, right? It's just black. So I got this one came in the mail after Christmas. Put that there. I'm not sure if I showed you this before, but there is a Grogu Spirograph now. Got this on Entertainment Earth. So a little Spirograph. Do you remember playing with Spirograph at all? I love Spirograph. That's for Jedi. Jedi also got some these little skateboards, fingerboards. Found these online when I had to pick up some shipping, and I'm like, I had to add extra things to the cart anyway because I was paying flat shipping. And nice little trinkets. She had other skateboards. I think McDonald's Happy Meal. It was either McDonald's or Burger King. They had during the Clone Wars era. They had these Star Wars fingerboards. So nice little collection. One of them is generic. This is just a generic fingerboard here. So I'm like, oh, why did they go generic? But it's because you can add stickers to it. Then I've got 3 of these. I got to be careful because I want to save some for Twitch later. I'll open one now, a blind box. I don't know if I'm going to be completist as far as the Micro Galaxy Squadron is concerned. I would love to be, but I keep waiting for the prices to drop, and they did go on sale somewhat with Target, that you could buy 2 get 1 free basically, and so I picked up a couple of vehicles that I might have wanted before. Ooh, okay, nice. I didn't have this one. This is the IG-11. Unfortunately, these even for a small blind box, toy prices have gone up, so I've had to become that much more particular about that which I get, and so given that I want just the figures out of these, I figured, all right, get it figured. I figured I couldn't miss with just getting these small packs. I found these at Walgreens. Comes with a nice little stand. You can put IG-11 on there, I assume. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. You can't. There's no pegs to stand it up. But let me just show you. This thing is small. There's IG-11 there. And the speeder bike. Super tiny. Let's see how close can I get? Ooh, actually, I can get pretty close. And it's still relatively focused. Minus being in the shadows. Put him there. I'm going to save the other two to open tonight on Twitch, if you don't mind. Trust me, though, I got plenty of stuff that I gotta get through. Okay, Spirograph. These came in the Rebel Trooper set. Although I'm not sure if I'd care to army build these as much as like Imperial Troopers. Yeah, it has. Anytime I hold up something with faces, the camera's like, "I'll go here. No, I'll go there. No, I'll go here." So there is the array of troopers. This came in. Very glad. It seems, at least with we've got a nice array of skin tones, which I appreciate. I do, because it just makes for a more rich, dynamic set playability, if you will. All right, let me put that there. Got a koozie. Well, they didn't call this a koozie, I don't think, but a Grogu koozie. There's also a Mando. I'll show you that in a second. That one's kind of nice. This was also, was this? I can't remember where I got this. I can't remember if it was Santa Claus or Amazon Claus. It was one of the two. This I had seen online. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a table gamer, but what I really liked about it is the fact that it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 like of these figurines. And the thing is this was like $50, I think, half off. So I got it for $25. So I was like, yeah. So I was watching for this, if only to get just to have these figurines. So that was nice to have. And if you're into the Clone Wars, it's a huge bonus. I should probably be more methodical for those of you tuning in tonight on Twitch. I have to do Twitch. One of the reasons why is because I got the lithopanes came in, so I mean the gift from overseas, they came in, so I'm very much looking forward to opening those. Found this Darth Vader mug with the Darth Vader arm handle. This was also pretty nice. I can't say that I pick up all the Darth Vader things I see anymore. Mugs, mugs are hit or miss for me personally, but I still have a couple of chocolate coins. Cool. This is a utility keychain with a carabiner and a clip and like a door opener. This was a Disney store. Look at the camera is having more fun than I am. So this is kind of nice. Not that I don't think I'm going to use it like in my pocket. I'm pretty happy with my Lego minifigure, although I do need to get a new Lego minifigure keychain. It's got even a little stylus bump on the end, so in the cold weather. So this is a nice little multi-utility, and it's got a little Mudhorn symbol on it. Found this thrifting in perfect shape. Originally sold for, what's the MSRP? $25. Oh, sorry, it was out of focus. $25, and I got this for like $1, and it's like just perfect. Not that I need any more Star Wars books, and I say that because I just moved so many Star Wars books around out of the library, out of the Lego room, if you will, that I'm just like, oh my god, do I ever want to do this again? And I don't know if I ever want to do this again. So I'm going through the mental process of what do I want to move and where. And I picked up, I've got a couple of shelves on order. I don't know if they're, hopefully, let's find out. I got to keep an ear on something because I have some stuff that should be getting here today. And so I need to make sure that I grab it before anybody else. Porch Pirates still exist. Our Christmas tree is out on the porch though right now too. I got to remember to cut that down or tomorrow for trash. So thank you, Devin. Damn it. So I've got shelves coming in that I'm going to be putting in there, and I'm debating whether or not I do what I may end up doing. Because I had like this. I have this in the table where the Millennium Falcons were, and I've moved the Lego Death Star. I've moved that up and out of the way. It is completely up and out of the way at this point. Although it's been messed with by kids and everything. So I know it's like the minifigures are not the same as what they should have been, et cetera, et cetera. But what I may end up doing is stacking like a 9 cube, right? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can stack one on top of the other. What I've been thinking about doing is putting it back to back on a table, an elevated table, but and putting it in the middle of the room. But what I may end up doing is just like angling it maybe, and putting and then just stacking one 9 cube on top of the other and setting it in the middle of the room. And that way I've got maximum storage space. And my only concern is that someone might bump into it, and it could, of course, it could fall. And it's not leaning up. It would not be leaning up against anything. So I'm not sure how that's going to go yet. Right now, my plan is just to put it on the end table, put two back to back on the end table, and then go from there. But like I said, I may end up, I got to talk to Diana about it, but like figuring out, well, could we do it this way? My concern is because there's so much traffic in that room that someone might accidentally bump it and then forget it, dude. It'd be game over. Like crash, crumble, bam. It would not be good. So I don't know if it would be safe to put, even though it would maximize shelf space, I don't know if it'd be safe to do something like that in the middle of the room as it is right now. But we'll play that by ear. I don't have them cataloged. God, I wouldn't be able to keep up, unfortunately. No, there was no vlog recorded, Tim. I couldn't even keep up. I need a vacation. I know. You're telling me I need a vacation. You're telling me there's a reason I don't stream on Twitch every day anymore. I just needed this mental space. And I haven't even gotten to talk about it, the other things that are stressing me out. This is tip of the iceberg. This is why I like having fun showing off the Star Wars pickups. Got this half off, the new Star Wars Monopoly. And I don't know if I'd say I collected the Star Wars Monopoly stuff, but what I love about this Star Wars Monopoly is that it comes with pewter figures. So if it's got figures or figurines in it, I'm usually like, yeah, I'm down. So Jedi learned from a friend, according to her, how to play Monopoly. But this is, it's Monopoly, but it's obviously not with, I was going to try to open it to see if I can show you the figurines. Oh, I've got some stickiness I'm going to have to get rid of. I'm not going to do that right now. It'd take too much time. What am I looking forward to 2023? All the shows. Bad Batch. Mandalorian is right around the corner too. Bad Batch, Mando. Visions, I think, is out. All the Star Wars shows. I think, is it Jedi Academy or is that the book? There's a few things. All the Star Wars things, of course. Now, speaking of all the Star Wars things, this is another. Ow. Sorry, that's the next thing I need to show you. There's another figure pickup. Especial with the Tibidon Station Kenobi, which I don't think is a repack. Up here. Star Wars Celebration in April. It keeps wanting to go to Leia. I'm gonna have I have you been 3D printing figures? Blue Harvest Toys. By the way, Blue Harvest Toys. I'm thinking about doing these shows every week. On YouTube this week in Geek, and it'd be awesome if you'd be able to join me like right around this time. The one I'm looking forward to most, of course, I have like tons of Jawas. Love that it's soft goods, but the Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor. Can't get enough of these. Right there, can't get enough. Do I need to hold it? Where is it? I could turn off the focusing thing, but I think it just makes things more dynamic, way more dynamic. Thank you, Watch with Wayne. Thank you. So this week in Geek, for all fellow collectors, Blue Harvest Toys, do it. Well, I tell you what, give me a bit to go through, and I can send you the StreamYard links. I know you're a fellow collector. And a 3D printer. Blue Harvest Toys 3D prints too. Okay, so here's something that is not Star Wars that came in. The Weird Al Yankovic, this is like a vinyl cover. Not very exciting. I'm like, okay, neat, but the illustrated owl. This is the thing I was waiting for. So it's basically a graphic novel, like that's I'll show it to you. I'm going to open this. But it came the pack that I got comes with a quote unquote wax pack of trading cards that I'm not going to open because I only got one of Weird Al. So isn't that wild? Isn't that cool? How you doing, Watch with Wayne? Hope you are doing well. I gotta be careful here. I'm gonna open it without damaging it. See, at least I know the kind of books that I like. I love photo books. I love graphic books, graphic novels, and what have you. Tied to my fandoms, certainly. Lego, Star Wars, Weird Al. Not a lot of Weird Al stuff. Okay, so is this a case? Hang on just a second. Oh, yeah, it's a case. Okay. Oh, wow. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at these mini posters. I want to scan those. That one, because I want to scan this one and then have it reprinted so that I bet you Jedi wants to hang this one up on her wall. I bet you anything she's going to see it, she's going to want to hang it up on her wall. That one's neat. That one's fun too. But to me, this is just, look at that. Oh, wow. You went to a toy fair? Dude, I miss toy fairs so much. I've got to get clued into a lot of that stuff again. All right. So this is the illustrated owl. And so what makes this neat is that they basically hired different artists to illustrate so many of his songs. So there's Hardware Store. I can tell you just by, would you look at all that stuff? They've got Allen wrenches, gerbil feeders, toilet seats, electric heaters, paint removers, windows louvers, masking tape and plastic gutters. You know what I'm saying? So there's that one. That's one artist. The Shuffleboard Hall of Fame, Poodle Dog Rock, and the Mecca of albino squirrels. So they've illustrated so many of his songs. This is like so cool. Like seriously, like this is, I mean, the kid in me is freaking out, right? But even the adult in me, it's just like, they need to do I can tell you, haven't even cracked this, and they need to do a volume 2. They need to do a volume 2. I'm demanding they do a volume 2. Let me get that back in there. For now, oh man. I'm trying to think. There's a toy show, Lake City Toy Show here in the Seattle area. I haven't been keeping up with the news a lot, on a lot of that stuff. But new bigger figs, like the discount figs, new Grogu with Pram. Found this one. I've got the Vader and I think the individual ones when they went on sale. I don't have a second one of Grogu yet. The Grogu figurine. It does articulate at the arms. I think the head. Does the head articulate? Oh, the head does not articulate. So they're like discount toys, larger toys for younger kids. It's not like a full series though. It's like onesie twosie, like extreme characters or characters that people might want. There's a Mando, Grogu, Vader, of course. I got a new art set, art kit. This is a Disney store. With tons of stuff, including paints, markers, May the Force be with you stencil, rulers, crayons. It's a full-on art kit. Even these are, I would say these are common enough. You see these frequently enough. New ones, I should say, on a regular basis. This was another Christmas pickup. Oh, you saw a Grogu model kit? Nice. Haven't been too many new Pez out lately, but now we've got a Grogu and Hover Pram and a Fennec Shand. That Pez dispenser. The Boba Fett, I believe, is new paint deco Boba Fett. Mando we've seen before, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to compare this Boba Fett to the old Boba Fett, but that the black seems darker, and the magenta seems not magenta. Maroon seems a bit deeper. So I think this is this was a good pickup, and it's got Grogu on the back, so it's a nice little tin. Very nice little tin. I am reading comments, by the way. Sorry, I didn't pull that one up. Slim Shady, yes, you need that book. I don't know if they're still selling the set that you can get the bonuses, but the bonuses are nice. Very nice. This is another one. I didn't get two of these either, but Hasbro's released a Wild Riding Grogu. My hope is that after I showcase it tonight on Twitch, I'll be opening it. And the idea is that you bat its head and then it bobbles around. So fun. What is down here? Camera, what is down here? Does anybody see what's down here that I'm not seeing? Anyway, it's going to be fun. Got this not on sale, but it was like free because it was the Target deal where you buy two of something, get one free. Took that as an excuse to pick it up. Some Lego sets that I've not yet built. Obviously. I'm going to be doing either these Lego sets live on Twitch on MakerDeck, potentially, or, we'll see. But I've got a few sets back there that I've been needing to build. There's the Koozie? No, Koozie's the can holder. Koosh. The Mando Koosh. And then I'll show you the Lego sets. This is, by the way, these are things that most of these were on sale. Most of these were on sale. You know what, Krampus? That would not surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. It sees another head. Yeah, but what? It just doesn't make any sense. No, actually, this is the iPhone. What are they up to? 13, 14, 15? What is it? The latest iPhone Pro Max Premium Plus Platinum Edition. And I'm using it in the center stage mode, whatever they call it. So it just makes it easier if I'm moving around. And plus, it makes it a lot more dynamic than having a couple cameras right now. And I can even toggle a couple cameras on this. Anyway, got this Lego set. This is an opener with I did Pacifistla, okay, but I really wanted the Armorer big time. Already had Din Djarin. And then this one I'm very much looking forward to. Mini-Me got the Lego Mando bust for. Oh, nice. See, I haven't picked up the busts. I only have the Vader bust, really. Did I buy another one on sale? I might have bought another one on sale. You know what? I watched a video. I'm serious about getting into the Lego reseller business because, I love buying the sets for myself, and I know that they can accrue value depending on what the set is. But when you buy them on, this was on sale. I got this one on sale. I will tell you, that's about the only time that I buy Lego sets is when they're on sale. I wanted this one just for Ned B because the Darth Vader is not a new sculpt that I know of. I think this is the old Vader. Could be mistaken. Seeing if there are any other telltale signs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same paint deco. Those Lego sets, and then I already showed you the Shuttle Tidarium. This went on like over half off. Here, can I bring the camera up a bit? See, like you see my unboxing scissors and the computer and everything. Qtopia. There is. See, it's trying to center the faces. And not as interesting to me, honestly. But it went on sale like half off. So I was like, okay, because it dropped in price, and I'm like, nah, not worth it. And then it dropped even further. I'm like, okay, that's a good price, because if only to get an Ahsoka, not a lot of stuff, Ahsoka stuff, and that's going to be a big deal when the Ahsoka show is released. This was it's upside down because we were playing with it. Dry erase arts with Star Wars dry erase markers. So really nice. This was a Disney store's got some good stuff. Tends to be a little on the pricey side, but generally unique stuff. Good stuff. I got, where's, oh, here it is. I sent money into the Mayhew Foundation, the Peter Mayhew Foundation, and got a coin. See, what they need to do is they need to like zoom in on this stuff. So I'm a big collectible coin collector for the Star Wars stuff. I'll leave that out. Then, oh, you can see part of this here. This was on sale. I didn't have a second one, so I got a second one of the Winnie the Pooh. One to put together, one to keep in the box. But I only wanted it for the minifigures. I wasn't even a huge Winnie the Pooh fan, but we got Eeyore, Rabbit, Pooh, Piglet, and Tigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Oddly enough, it did not come with Kanga and Roo, and it should have. It should have come with Christopher Robin, Kanga, and Roo. So that was a disappointment, I would say, as far as that set is concerned. I also got, these have been half off. I missed one, the bathtub stunts, but these have been going half off on Amazon and Walmart. The stunts one looked with the bathtub. I saw it briefly for $5, and I was like, I should have grabbed it. And by the time I got home, it was back up again. So I'm like, I'll just wait. I shouldn't have waited. But I love these because these minifigures are really, really nice. And by the way, minifigures series 24 is out. I've got that pre-ordered too. It should be getting here soon. And then, oh wait, I gotta pull over the. New fig pin, new Vader fig. I got some stuff here. A giant Vader pop, big one. This was on Funko.com. It's a light up electronic, yeah, Funko exclusive. And then new fig pin. The only fig pin I'll get them on sale, but I'm chasing the Vaders, obviously. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then this is outside its box, but it's a die-cast Vader. I got it on Funko. And I was looking for the chase. Had to go to eBay for the chase. Had to. I needed the chase. I can't chase everything, but like when you've got your character, when you've got, you know who you're going for, it makes it pretty difficult to pass up. So yeah, those are mine. Those are mine. So Blue Harvest Toys, where are you're on? I don't think you're on Mastodon, but you are on Twitter. I'm gonna have to give me a second. Oh no, I've covered up the thing I can't cover up. I just sent you a DM. You'll get dressed. You have a vintage figure owned by Dave Prowse? Shut up. Really? I have his autograph. And if I have I have 2 personalized autographs from him. One on a napkin and then one on a photo. Let me turn this on. I have to do this because if Blue Harvest is going to be joining, should I? Here, I'll drop it into the YouTube thing. The awesome YouTube community. I'm live on my YouTube now, staging weekly this week in Geek. every Saturday open call to fellow collectors to join that don't want to stomp on anybody else's time or efforts. There we are now. All right. Well, let me know. I am curious. I am curious about that because the A-Wing pilot, though, I kind of wish it was a Darth Vader. That, if I had a Darth Vader that was owned by Dave Prowse, that would be beyond cool to say that this one was owned by. And to have the certificate of authority, even better. Of authenticity. Authority. I've been watching His Dark Materials, the season 3. And I gotta tell you, season 1, it was interesting. Okay, this is different, but what? Season 2, I'm like, eh. But season 3, I've really been enjoying of His Dark Materials. But season 1 was different enough that I'm like, okay, where is this going? Season 2 is just confusing as hell. But season 3, I feel like it's really coming together personally. And so if you've not started His Dark Materials on HBO Max, you may want to give that a shot. And then for some reason, I missed when they released the first episode for season 3. They also started Doom Patrol up again. I'm like, how did I miss this? I was just so busy with everything. So I'm in the process of catching up with Doom Patrol as well. They're in season 3 or 4 now. I'm having fun with that. And then Netflix, there's something on Netflix, the Witcher Blood Origins. I started, and I have a feeling I will watch all the way through. But when I have a chance to binge a season, I don't go back and forth between shows, right? I'll binge that season and then move on to the next binge. So right now I'm going to finish His Dark Materials, or at least catch up on that. Probably then, catch up to Doom Patrol, then move on to Netflix. But then I've got the other shows, that I watch on a normal basis. So, I mean, my entertainment at night has been set. We watched on Tuesdays, and I'm pretty sure this is in the entire US. Yes, actually, I'm caught up on Yellowstone. Maybe I have one episode to watch. But I believe I'm mostly caught up on Yellowstone. Got into that only because of 1883. What was the name of the prequel? And then I've been watching, 1912? There have been a couple of I'm sorry, I'm really bad at those numbers. 1888? I'm doing this by memory, and I'm not a numbers guy. But that pulled me into Yellowstone because I really like the prequel. Really like the prequel a lot. And I've gotten into Yellowstone. I enjoy Yellowstone immensely. But yeah, we watched on the theater day, cheap theater day. Is it 1923? Okay, 1923. I knew it was a 19. Give me credit for that, Phantom Printer. I have been watching that. I'm into that. I'm into that show now, I guess. No pulling out now. It's enjoyable. It's entertainment. But we watched Black Panther. We saw Black Panther in theaters because on Tuesdays, at least Regal theaters have a discount where you can save like 50% or more on a show, whether it's matinee or the evening. And so we went to see Black Panther, and that was a lot of fun. I really liked Black Panther too. Wakanda Forever. I liked Wakanda Forever more than I liked the first Black Panther personally. But that's me. All right, give me a second. Let me pull in a guest. Let me make sure that works. Everybody, welcome Blue Harvest Toys.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Yes.
It's a bit closer for us than it is to you.
Yeah. Is it New Year?
3 hours?
It's not there yet?
3 hours-ish.
3. Okay.
2 hours, 45 minutes.
Nice. Yeah, you'll be there before.
So I've had a couple of shandies. So yeah.
Sweets. I'm gonna have to pick up a couple.
I just can't get drunk anymore. It must be my age. I just cannot get drunk anymore. It's ridiculous.
Maybe you need something stronger.
Yeah, probably. probably.
So what do you got? You had a polybag or something, a Lego set?
No, it's that figure. I was going to show you the
Oh yeah.
the Dave Prowse figure.
Yeah.
There's the certificate.
Oh wow.
Signed by Norma Prowse, his wife, and his son James Prowse. So I picked this up at the auction, the Dave Prowse auction. But it's just the A-wing pilot. But you know what I mean. I had to get something.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, it's currently on my eBay because with Star Wars Celebration coming up, I need some money, basically.
Is that is Celebration this year in the UK?
Yes, it's in London in April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We've got the rooms booked, we've got the tickets. It's just the spending money now. I have been saving up, but like I said, I went to a toy fair yesterday and I might have spent a bit there. I did buy I bought a Mighty McFly hot toy as well this week. So
wait, hang on, let's see it. Where?
Yeah, it's just there, Mighty McFly.
Oh yeah.
Don't you bring it up? I mean, I've got a few hot toys. I've got the Marvel ones. I've got Princess Leia, Hoth Leia up there. I've got my Leia shelf. That's my Leia shelf. I get everything that Leia comes out. I just get up, and it's piling up there now. So yeah, Back to the Future is one of my favorite films. I've been looking at that for so long, and it came at a really good price. So I had to jump on it. I had to get it.
I have learned that when I see something that is just like, oh, dude, this looks totally amazing. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like if I wanted it for a while, so it would drive me nuts. It's kind of like, even like down to like the Lego sets, right? Like even if I already have a Vader, it's just like knowing that I was like, nah, it was too much money. And then of course, then when they don't have it anymore, then it's really too much money because everyone's jacked up the prices.
Yeah, totally. And there's a lot of things like that.
I feel the same way about like I don't do a lot of Funko stuff. I at least I try not to. I got in trouble because I like, for some reason I like the holiday stuff. So Funko, they've done Valentine's Day for a couple years in the past, and they're going to do it again this year. So there's a whole series of pink ones. So I've been getting those. They just released a new series of this time snowmen, but they've had Christmas themed or winter themed Star Wars. So I've picked those up, and I've done the same thing with Hasbro too, like the Black Series. I got those.
I don't like those.
Really?
No.
Oh, I love them. No. I don't know why.
Cash grab. It just thinks a cash grab, which that's what Hasbro is.
I guess I don't look at it the same way. I feel like it's just it's just different, right? It's different and it's fun, and like I feel like gets me more into these various holiday moods, right? Yeah. To have merch, But
do you leave them out, or do you put them away after Christmas and then you just get them out at Christmas?
Yeah, I do. I have some the Christmas. I do have a shelf where I have them out year round because they did the Halloween ones too, which I was really happy about.
I liked those. They were a bit late with those though.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I think I saw them the day before Halloween. I thought.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I see it and it's like, okay, this is. I know it's not everybody's jam, but it's just. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's so like, this is pretty. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. Well, I don't know why. I
always say just collect what you like.
Yeah.
I don't berate anybody. Like you're saying, Funko. A lot of collectors will say, "Oh, you collect Funkos." No, I will not say that. If you are happy collecting what you collect, just collect it. Don't let anybody influence you.
Well, my big problem, the reason I stopped, because I started the Funko path, and I don't have a lot of the originals or a few of the originals, but I started right around the time they were starting to take off, like right around like Rogue One, They started to come out in full force, and it got to the point where I was chasing down like this variant and that variant, and I'm like, you know what, this is just too much. I don't have the space. I have an interest, but I'm like, this is great, but they're so large. Now they also, I have them over there, but they also had this year released the smaller ones, not the bobbleheads, but smaller figurines in the advent calendar. And so if Funko had a line of the figurines in that scale, I'd be getting them. I mean, the smaller ones.
Yeah.
The bigger ones, it's space, and it's like, okay, these are great. So I'll chase. Usually it's just Vader. But or if it's like a really good price, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, it's only $2. Sure, I'll grab it. But other than that, no, the Funko stuff, I stopped real quick, because it was just like, it was too. Already, I'm like, where am I going to put all these?
Yeah.
So I still have them, but I slowed way.
Yeah, I've got a few. I've got about 10. I think I've got the V Funkos down here simply because you cannot get V merchandise apart from the 12-inch doll. And just the characters that I like. So these, like I said, I've only got about 10. And I stopped. I thought, I see them and I think, that's nice, but no, I'm not going to get any. I don't want to fall down that rabbit hole.
Right, that's the problem.
Yeah,
is that rabbit hole, and I feel the same way with the Micro Squadron. Like, I was never into the Micro Machines, like when they were new back then. And then when of course they announced, I think Jazzwares makes these. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, but it's a question of, do I really want those vehicles, or do I just want the figures? And I come back to, just give me these. I know you need the vehicles with the figures, but just give me these.
Yeah. I saw the first few. I thought, no, they've been out before. Action Fleet have done those. You've got the Darth Vader TIE Fighter. You've got the X-wing. I thought, how many times have we got those? Then they started doing the different ships. So like the Jedi Starfighter with the ring, I got that straight away. I got the Scout Walker, and when I see a chase, I pick it up.
Yeah.
Simply because I put them on eBay, and you double your money.
Really?
People are stupid enough to pay double money, and I always find them in the supermarkets for some reason. I don't know how that happens.
I guess I've got to get better at doing the eBay selling thing. Usually, I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace. I have not gone down the eBay rabbit hole, especially. That surprises me with them being. I mean, I guess I don't know if I've seen any chases apart from, like, what do they call them? First releases. What's the sticker? There's a sticker.
Yeah, this the first wave, isn't there? And
first wave, whatever.
I think I picked up the TIE Fighter and the X-wing. The X-wing with Jedi Loken.
Right.
I picked those up.
Yeah.
And I like I said, I doubled my money on those.
Wow.
Very, very easily. I've seen them for really stupid prices on eBay, so I just put it underneath. I just I always do that. I got a lot of Ahsoka, the Force of Destiny Ahsoka dolls.
Yes,
selling for £500 on eBay.
I know.
I got two and I put them both on for £55, and they went straight away. And I even got a message from the buyer saying thank you for putting it at such a low price. I made money. I bought it for £10 and I sold it for £55. I made money.
See, I wish I would have talked to you, because I had an open Sabine, and I regretted not getting an open Ahsoka, because I gave my open Ahsoka to my daughter, and that's just like destroyed. But the one that I have now, the open one I have, is the one that Disney Store released. They released a smaller scale, smaller than the Forces of Destiny Ahsoka.
I've still got one. I've got an Ahsoka type shelf here, and I've got nearly every variant of the Ahsoka.
That's going to grow when the Ahsoka set comes out. That's going to explode.
Yeah. I kind of have like little little corners of like each character.
I do too. That's what happens. It's like in fact, yesterday I was going through the house and looking at, because a lot of stuff is in flux because of the frozen, busted water pipe. But like I'm looking, I'm like, okay, if I add a shelf here, then I can move that there, and if I put this here, I can get more space there. And so I'm looking at doing kind of like a rearrangement of sorts for these various spots, because we've got like in these little cubby holes, like there's a whole bunch of like BB-8s or stormtroopers or whatever. And for the same reason, like, oh, I picked up an Ahsoka thing thrifting. Where do I put? Oh, here, I'll put it on an Ahsoka shelf. So yeah, we've done the same thing. And then I run out of shelf space. I'm like, where can I go? I can build up. Okay, so then I can move this here. I can. Yeah. So it's a constant reconfiguring.
I mean, you can see my Millennium Falcon stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
And I've got a Playmobil USS Enterprise up there, and I've got the Bird of Prey hanging from the ceiling here that I keep bumping my head on.
Oh man, see, I have not hung anything from the ceiling. Luckily, we've had enough space.
Get there.
I know. Well, I don't. But see, that's the thing is I don't generally like, even when I get Lego sets, they tend to be smaller. And like the only thing that out of the set, the only thing that's really for me really remarkable is just the figures. So I'm probably not. It's not going to be a display piece. Or I don't really chase personally vehicles. But if I have the vehicles that do kind of get me more interested are the smaller ones, maybe this size, or like what they were doing with the car. Mattel was doing car ships and the spaceships, and then they stopped that scale, and then they've got a new wave of die-cast vehicles now.
All right.
Mattel. So I looked at those. I'm like, I already have them, in the smaller scale that I like. Yeah. And it's like, maybe if they're on sale, that's my threshold, right?
That is the thing. That's the thing with the Black Series for me, or any figure. Anything now is just too expensive. So I wait. Like my Princess Leia's, I wait till the Ewok Village Leia came down to £15 because I don't like a miserable face. I got it in the end, and I was that close to buying the comic version, the new comic version of Leia.
Oh, right.
And I put it in my basket. I had it in my basket, and I didn't get it. And somebody bought it for Christmas. So good job I didn't get it. Yeah. So that was really nice. So yeah, I will. I get all the Leia figures, but I will wait now because Leia always gets reduced anyway.
Well, they just had. I don't know how it translates in pounds, but like we had just had a sale. Amazon, Best Buy just had a sale. Like a lot of the Black Series, like many Black Series. Let's see here. I can pull up my order form because I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab them because they were like $10. They were like nothing. Except the Yavin 4, the Leia Organa, like where she's like got her dress, that was $15. But many of them, like Fifth Brother, $10. The Figrin Dan, $10. Migs Mayfield in the Tank Pilot, $10. Leia, Princess Leia, Ewok Village, $10. Like these is like so like a lot of the Black. I mean, I kind of went the same way with the Black Series because it's like I only have so much space and I love them because I mean, like I said, I got the this one and I'll chase them, but like this is like there's certain ones that I'll get, like I don't care, I'm gonna get it because I want it. And like I need it, like I don't want to guess that it's not going to be around or what have you. But this one I was really excited to get in the smaller scale, but it comes in that 3-pack. So I wait, I get one, and then I'll wait for a second one. You know what I'm saying? Like so that way, it kind of evens out, and I don't take a gamble on losing.
Do you pre-order?
Yes, although I stopped pre-ordering Black Series. And I stopped pre-ordering, but I quote unquote screwed up, and I did pre-order Black Series, and then it came in, and so I'm going to have to like send it, which is not a big deal. I don't think it'll cost anything, tremendous, but I have I've got a couple orders coming in from Entertainment Earth, and so one of the boxes I'm just going to return, and then just keep the other box. So that's the problem with pre-orders, is that you'll pre-order, forget what you pre-ordered, see something on sale, grab it, and then like, wait a minute, I already pre-ordered it.
Yeah,
it's a screw up.
The good thing about the UK is we don't have exclusives. There's nothing that we can get anything through the. I mean, I get most of mine from Smith's, which is a big. It's like Toys R Us. It's a version of Toys R Us. It's an Irish company, but we've got loads of them. I've got 3 in the area, and they reduce their figures very quickly because they want to get the next wave in. So if there's a new wave coming out, that last wave's going to get reduced. So just wait. That's what I do. I don't pre-order anything. The only thing I have pre-ordered this year or next year in 2 hours is the Indiana Jones figures.
Right, 6-inch.
Yeah.
See, I only pre-ordered the classic.
I've pre-ordered everything. That is my thing. Indiana Jones. I love it because the original kind of figures didn't come out in the UK.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have got 3 of them down there loose, but they didn't come out in the UK. We never got them. I would have been all over. I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark when I was 11. I actually went by myself to the cinema at 11 to see it. And I went 3 times. I loved it, and there was just no merchandise whatsoever.
Wow.
Nothing.
Yeah, see, I think I traded someone for my indie. I can't find it. It's gone. It's like Leaf Grahamson just commented, born in 77, still have all my Star Wars toys, but they're so poor quality for being played with. I can't part with them.
Don't.
Here's the thing. Don't. And I basically gave a bulk of my beaters to my daughter. So they're in the house. I still have them. There's no way I'm getting rid of them. No way.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You see, I've got the whole 96. I've got the whole 96. And this is the 4th time of trying to complete. I've 4 times in my life I've tried to complete this 96. Now I need 4 blasters and 1 Ewok bow. I need Warwick's bow and 4 blasters, and that's it. I will be complete. But it's like it's going to cost about £1,000 for that. No other 4 blasters and a bow.
Really?
So I'm not going to panic about it. I'm not going to go out. I can go out and buy them. I could go out and buy them, but I'm not going to.
Right.
I'm from Yorkshire, and when you're from Yorkshire, you buy things when they're cheap. So that's why I always say, don't panic. Just enjoy what you're collecting, and just don't break the bank. Don't ruin.
Yeah.
Make it good for yourself. Don't make it bad.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
There's millions of these figures. Don't worry about it. There's millions of these figures. There's about two or 3 figures that are really rare, and that's it. The rest you can just get for 20p off the car boat.
I guess when I did, because I went back a few years ago, and started, because I had the full collection as a kid, including the last 17. I got lucky for that. Very lucky.
I certainly did.
And for the most part, even in some of them stayed in my definitive collection as well, because they were still in good shape, because they just didn't get played with as much. But I had the collection minus Yak Face, because they didn't really release Yak Face, to my knowledge, in the States. And so, or if it was a very limited. Yeah. So I only found out about Yak Face when I went to college and got on the internet, and I'm reading about all Star Wars figures, like Yak Face. What are you talking about, Yak Face? Yak Face wasn't a figure. Apparently it was. So that threw me off. And granted, it would have been years later, but then a few years ago, I went back right around the time my daughter was born and decided, okay, I'm going to make a run. I'm going to do the full, I'm going to complete a collection, but I'm going to rebuild and do like a C9, C10, complete with accessories. And basically for a year, basically looking, watching, buying this, that, and the other. And so I have my run.
That's the best thing about it. This is why I don't want to complete it, because What do I do with it?
Right.
I know these play sets and vehicles and things to buy as well, but it's for me, Star Wars is those toys. It's not the movie, it's those toys. Because from 1977 or 1978, as in the UK, because I saw it in February 1978, from 1978 to 1982, I only saw it twice. Because there were no VHSs. It wasn't on TV.
That's right.
It was very rarely in the cinema.
I was there.
I saw it the first time in 1978 for my birthday, and then the second time I saw it with Empire Strikes Back as a double bill. And then it wasn't on TV till 1982. And tell the kids that these days, they won't believe you.
No. That was it for me too. That's where I feel like most of my Star Wars was specifically the collection. That's why I was into Garbage Pail Kids too. It was the collection. It was the trading. It was the building. That was exciting. I mean, terribly exciting. So I don't think it's ever gonna change. I don't personally.
When I went to the toy fair yesterday, and it was massive, and there was just everything from my childhood, and I'm thinking, this is just perfection. This is brilliant. So yeah, I had a really good day. It took me so long to get there because we've got strikes going on. Everybody's on strike in the UK at the moment, and it was just a nightmare to get there. But it was worth it. It was worth it. Yeah.
See, we only, to my knowledge, at least in Seattle, there have been a couple of those types of fairs, but there's one really good one for like vintage items. And it's just kind of like a hole in the wall. It's not, we don't really have, to my knowledge, like any good flea markets. I mean, conventions are nice, but most of that is, or it's modern, and most of it's modern.
Yeah.
The one, if I got excited, it'd be getting to Celebration again. And I haven't been to Celebration in
come over
eons. Yeah, I know.
We've got spare room. We've got a spare room if you want to come over.
If only.
No, I've applied for a fan table. I've applied for a fan table. So if I've applied to get onto the podcasting stage. I don't have a podcast, but the podcasting stage,
right?
And a fan table. So I might get one or the other. So if you want to come over, you're very welcome to.
You never know.
To join me.
No, I'm probably going to be wrapping up here soon, but I thought it'd be cool to have you on because I want to do.
It's been brilliant.
I want to do something like this. I'm telling you. Well, it's kind of like, I mean, you obviously, there's a window into my world with all my stuff, but like, there are people like us out there, and I know that Salacious Rum and the crew are always doing things too, and so I don't want to stomp on anybody's shoes. No.
Hey, you're very welcome. I'd like you to come on because we've started doing on a Tuesday night now what we call the Toy Council, and there's three of us, and we it's like a council meeting,
right?
We're going to have one topic a week. We're going to do it's just going to be about an hour.
Brilliant.
We're going to do one topic a week. We did one not this week, last week, and about adult collectors and things like that. So we grab a article from whenever, and we talk about it, and we'll have like arguments. Not really arguments, no discussions. This week we're doing Funko Pops. Believe it or not.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I sent the link out to I think it's a YouTube. I don't know if are there a couple of threads I'm on? I'm on DMs. I've got to do the Monkey Lizard Army, don't I? I posted to. Should I post there? Are you in the Monkey Lizard Army back channel on Twitter?
No, I'm not. No.
Salacious Rum. I think that's him.
Man Cave Hobbies, it says he's in Leeds. Whereabouts in Leeds? I'm in Morley.
I posted.
I'm not going to tell you where, though, because you might want to come and rob me.
Ha! No, he 3D prints.
Have you ever seen UFO? Have you seen the TV show UFO?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat. Jerry Anderson, Thunderbirds, Stingray, Jerry Anderson, Space 1999. Are you not aware of Jerry Anderson? Now I've got to educate you here, because I found this figure yesterday of Gay Ellis, and she runs the moon base in Space 99. Well, tell you what, UFO is like the prequel to Space 1999.
See, I never watched them.
It is
never watched them.
Unbelievable. Get UFO watched. It's brilliant. From 1970.
Right. So, wow.
Fantastic.
GC Laredo. That's a good pickup, by the way. That box looks pristine.
They're going for about £200 on eBay. I got it for £40.
Oh my god. So GC Laredo, yes, let's plan on doing, maybe when OS 5 comes out, we can do a stream together. And Jason says, if I was you, Chris, I'd at least make an appearance on the council every so often. Happy to do it. Because my plan is, because like obviously my YouTube channel has been around forever, and I don't know, I haven't known what to do with it, and I'm like, I just want to do something that I enjoy, that others might enjoy, that I have a chance to do this, that, or the other thing. So I'm just like a live on Saturday, This Week in Geek kind of.
I'm always available.
So
if you need.
I've got it. Yeah, I'm going to be using StreamYard, and so I can invite.
Yeah.
You know, all
I love StreamYard.
The usual suspects, right?
I think I told you on one of your live streams that StreamYard is really good. It's really good.
Yeah, no, I mean we use it for MakerDeck too. So it works really well.
My 3D printers. I think I used it just before Christmas. I'm just trying to think of some things to print. To be honest with you,
dude, they just like Play Action Toys just really. He's got a Patreon.
What is that? Is that 3D printed?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You do the pieces in different filament colors.
I thought, that is fantastic. I need that.
So he just
send me the file
on his Patreon. Well, I can't because it's on his Patreon.
Oh, is it Patreon? Right.
But But he releases usually a Star Wars figure once a week. So
but it's Princess Leia. I need it from your shelf.
Yeah, but last week he did a Mandalorian.
Oh wow!
So like these are like you get like for $5 a month. It's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
I need to
keep printing.
Send me the link to that, and I will.
The
I'll
Patreon.
definitely subscribe to
Give me
that.
a second.
Wow.
It's like as soon as he set up his Patreon, I'm like, yes, I'm in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So there's the link. I pasted the link in YouTube chat.
Brilliant.
Thank you for the super chat, Joe. Very appreciated. Happy to see you here for this haul of sorts.
Man Cave Hobbies. He says he's 10 minutes away from it. Come round for a drink.
There you go. He collects
2 hours to go.
Yeah, I've got to get. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing today, apart from just I've been watching and waiting for the furniture to arrive, because I'm going to be assembling a ton of shelves again as I go through and upgrade, this, that, and the other thing. But what do you? Yeah. You got to do what you got to do. I mean,
I'm just doing a bit of rearranging. I am trying to downsize because my bedroom's just full of empty boxes.
Right. Well, I've been trying to figure out because how to maximize space in here, and I think I'm maxed out. I don't think this is.
That is the one thing all collectors need is more space.
More space. So you got to build up. So I've been looking around, how could I reconfigure?
My bedroom wall is wallpapered with episode 1 carded figures.
Nice.
I've just got no wall space whatsoever now.
Yeah.
What do you do? You have to downsize, don't you?
Well, I prune.
It hurts.
I do downsize every so often, and it's like, okay, I have to decide what it is that I want most. And that's
it. But you want it all, don't you? You don't want to get rid of. You don't want to get rid of anything.
That's what I'm saying.
It's horrible.
Saying. It's hard.
Chris Thousand Ghost sent me 2 big boxes of diecast cars just before Christmas, and they're still here, so I need to sort them all out. I've taken out the green lights. That's another rabbit hole I've fallen down. Green light. We cannot get green light diecast cars in this country,
I love them.
I love them. So I'm gonna have to seek those out wherever I can. We just get like Corgi and bit of Matchbox and the Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
I tell you, the toy fair yesterday, it was just nearly every stall was Hot Wheels, and it's nice. I finally got my Knight Rider Pursuit Mode Knight Rider car.
Yeah.
I found that finally, so that was nice. And Super John sent me a box as well, and he sent me three Hot Wheels as well. So I got a Blues and a DeLorean.
He's got so many good things down there in Florida. No, like so many good things. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, all my Matchbox and my Corgis there. I just don't know. I've got my Batman shelf there, my Knight Rider shelf. I've actually.
Do you have the Playmobil? The Playmobil Knight Rider?
Yes, I'll Playmobil. Send me stuff free. They sent me the Bird of Prey.
Shut up! Nice. They sent it to you?
Yeah. They sent me the Bird of Prey. They sent me the Knight Rider, and they sent me A-Team fan. So I'm good friends with Playmobil.
How did you get to know Playmobil?
That's it. You know what I mean? It's that's the way it is. You've got to be nice to people. I think. Yeah, there's me. There's my Enterprise. There's my Starship Enterprise up there.
Yeah, see, that's the one I would want.
Yeah,
Heath made this for me. He 3D printed the Rainbow Vader.
Oh wow!
That's Man Cave Hobbies. He did that. Yeah,
I love that.
This is before I had a 3D printer. He did that one.
Yeah.
And then I got one, and then now I'm printing figures every week. So.
Do you know anything about Action Force? You know, the Action Man.
Not really.
It's like G.I. Joe. It's the UK equivalent of G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Now I've got a Triad Fighter from Action Force, but there is one holy grail that every Action Force or any collector is after. It's a Robo Skull, and it's like £400-500. They've just brought out a brand new one. They've kickstarted a brand new one, but I want the original. And all my friends want this Robo Skull. I went to the Palatoy factory just before Christmas on the tour with Bob Reekin. He signed me Palatoy Death Star. But he had an exhibition for Action Force, and there were 3 Robo Skulls in that exhibition, but one of them was the prototype.
Oh,
like that. Oh, yeah. So that is something that is my holy grail at the moment is a Robo Skull.
You know,
any dinky cars? Yes, I've got a few. Yes.
You know, what I often do is, okay. So, what am I thinking? So, Jedi, my daughter, right? She was playing with stuff. I had some like vintage Masters of the Universe stuff. She plays with them every so often, and then she has slime, and I'm like, it'd be fun to do the slime pit. And so I went looking, and that's what I'll do is I'll go looking for vintage items like that I might remember that I didn't have. Like in Masters of the Universe, there was a slime pit where it was like a skull, and you leak slime out the top, and it fell on the.
Oh yeah. I had one of those last year.
So I did not have one, but I just went to eBay and bought it. Like it was just it was but that's what I'll do. I'll go down bad for that.
You got to fall down so many rabbit holes on eBay.
Big time.
And you see things, you think I used to have that, and then you've got to have it. You've got to buy it.
That's the problem. I'm like, I need it again.
They've got stacks of stuff here. It's bad.
Was Action Force exactly the same as G.I. Joe?
No. Well, okay. It's funny enough. I'm doing a video about that this week. I've done a bit of research. I'm going to do a video starting tomorrow. I'm going to record it and everything. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about that. But Action Force actually started before G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe started in 1964, the big 12-inch. And then Palatoy got the license in 1966 to make Action Man, which they were totally different. But after Star Wars ruined Action Man, they went to do the 3.75. So they came in 1982, where I think the G.I. Joe was 83 or just after. So they were totally different things until Kenner General Mills shut Palatoy down as a design They use it just for shipping stuff out. The designers were there, Bob Breek and everybody there were absolutely fantastic. But if they shut Palitoy down as a development place, so all G.I. Joe was repackaged as Action Force from then on. So that's what I mean with the Robo Skull and things like that. They were developed by Palitoy. That Robo Skull never made it as a G.I. Joe, which I don't understand. The things like the Sky Striker went from G.I. Joe to Action Force. So things went this way. And Baron Ironblood turned into Cobra Commander. So they could make it G.I. Joe. It was repackaged as Action Force for a bit and then G.I. Joe. So yeah, it's very complicated. That's why I want to do a video about it.
It'd be smart. It'd be very reminiscent of like what Toy Galaxy does, right?
Yeah, I do try and do a lot of toy histories as well because people want to know. There's things I want to know. The things I learned from doing these researching and doing these videos is fantastic.
Yeah. No, I mean I learn things all the time, like just because like I had no idea. I'm like, okay, that's a thing.
Yeah. That's what I love about this hobby. Is just finding out things.
Well, that when I went back, so there used to be, and I don't go there as much anymore because it's a little out of the way, and I should, because he does have. You never know what he's going to have. Some vintage items, toys, and whatnot. I mean, he's generally had a good array of stuff. But I went into his original store here in Kirkland, and he had Mask figures. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, and I started asking like how much, for this, that, and the other, because I loved Mask as a kid, like, started with the Condor. And so I liked the figures, and I ended up getting sets, but only wanted the sets for the figures. It wasn't the vehicle so much. And so he just had a whole bunch of figures. I'm like, oh my God, like, yes, I'll buy this. And so then I went down that rabbit hole and then I chased down as many as I could. I believe I completed the US collection, but what I learned was that there were split seconds in the UK. And I'm like, I'm done. How am I going to get all the Mask figures? How? So that was kind of disappointing, but yeah,
I can't remember Mask. Actually, I think I was a bit too old. I think what I did with my first lot of vintage Star Wars was I sold them all for 18 figures. I think the last toy I bought was as a kid was Real Ghostbusters. I think that was it, and then after that, I just didn't notice the toys. It's it's just I've got a Rhino. I've got a Rhino here.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Trying to 3D print the parts for it.
Oh yeah. See, I've debated. Okay, because like I said, I had to decide what kind of collector I am, and Star Wars, yes, hello, Garbage Pail Kids for sure. But like with Mask, because of the vehicles, I would be in so much trouble if Hasbro rebooted Mask, because I'd be like,
they are going to.
So
they are going to, don't you? There's a bit of hoo-ha with the license. That's why they're not out already. There's a bit of hoo-ha with the license, but they are going to.
Kenner.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. So, I don't know. It's like with the Action Force. The Action Force name has gone to Valaverse.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know Valaverse, no.
No,
they're like 6-inch soldier figures.
So
like the G.I. Joe.
So I know that Hasbro is doing. I mean, obviously they're doing G.I. Joe. Obviously they're doing Transformers. But like, I love the retro style. I love 5 POA. Like these are 5. By the way, the play action toys. They're basically 5 POA.
I'm gonna get on that.
No, dude. Like every week, it's so cool because every week he releases something new, right? And then I'm able to go in and like print and then there's some that I missed. I was mentioning earlier, I missed an Obi-Wan. But either way, I have a couple of the black. I mean, I'd run out of room because I know a lot of people like the 6-inch line, and hello, Black Series. I'm surrounded by them, but I'll chase down like the Cobra Commander, for G.I. Joe, the 6-inch. I'll chase down certain ones, but what I've decided is that for me, what I enjoy most is the smaller scale. So Super 7 with their Transformers, and their G.I. Joe line, those are the Joes and the Transformers that I have by and large been collecting. So I'm so incredibly grateful that Hasbro has given them the license for that. So what's that?
That's the Action Force Muton.
That looks new.
Well,
is that vintage?
Yeah, it's vintage. Yeah.
Shut up.
And there you go.
Dude, I know nothing about this, but wow, that is in such prime condition.
Yeah.
So, to the point where I had to ask you, is that vintage?
Yeah. I know. I had to get it. It was at a really good price as well. Unpunched.
Yeah. I just thought,
I've got to have that.
I got to go to your toy fairs.
Creasing on the bubble at the top, but
so Man Cave Hobby says his Action Force Rolling Thunder in a box, still factory sealed Blue Harvest toys.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so he sent away for the free figure. Thank God they didn't.
they I know. See, I the last figure, I mean, I had, God, how old would I have been during the last 17? I can't remember in high school getting many things. Maybe Garbage Pail Kids I still did into high school. But then Star Wars had wrapped by then. G.I. Joe I was still into. But I didn't buy any new figures. I remember buying, as a freshman in college, I remember getting the new Snake Eyes. Or no, sorry, the new Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
And a new Cobra Commander that I thought just looks so cool. And then I didn't really do much with them. And then later on, I think I was a senior in college, and then Kenner had released the He-Man-esque. Yeah. I never liked the power. I bought them, of course. I'm like, oh my God, Star Wars figures. But they weren't my thing. They just didn't, the sculpts didn't do it for me. So I missed out on nostalgia around a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is it? The Power Rangers. I missed out on a lot of that stuff, but I very much live vicariously through what Super 7 is doing with their reaction line. I love them. Yeah. I mean, I know they're expensive.
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying with the turtles,
I love them.
Like the Turtles or anything like that. I can appreciate why people love them and collect them. And
right.
If I had the opportunity, I'd probably have them. But obviously, again, space is a priority, and you just collect what you love, really.
Yep.
I mean, if I saw Scratch the Cat in a box at a toy fair, I'm going to obviously get it. You know, I do know probably the best things to get out of most lines, if you know what I mean. Because I do work as a toy valuer for the auction houses, so I know which is the most valuable thing of most lines. I don't know everything, obviously. You can never know everything, and that's why I've got so many books. I've got a bookshelf there. I've got books here. I've got books in my bedroom, just guidebooks, and I just read all the time.
Right.
And just learn. Just learn.
You're a sponge. Hey, drop your YouTube channel link in chat if you can. That's the one thing I wish there was a better crossover with when I did StreamYard on YouTube, so that way people can click over.
Bear with me.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't think I could. I don't think I would ever do well with doing something like that. I don't know. I always fear going down rabbit holes, you know, and so I always kind of touch base with what I enjoyed as a kid. And that's why I'm glad retro is a thing. And I'm glad G.I. Joe Transformers, the retro through Super 7, that Star Wars is still doing retro. Thank you. And I want what I would love. Here's what I want. I want retro mask, 3.75 inch.
I'm telling you,
with the mask coming off. I would be in hog heaven. heaven, just the retro 5 POA masker. Oh my God. I'd
yeah, and it's coming. You know, these designers haven't got a single intelligent thought in their heads these days, and they've got no imagination. Nobody's got any imagination. They're coming out of school or college or design. Nobody's got imagination. They've got to go back to the 80s and get the old stuff.
Yeah,
and that's not just in toys. That's not just in toys. That's movies. Everything.
Right.
Everything.
There's a study. Did you see this? There was research a few weeks ago that was released saying that I call myself a kidult, and now it's a term, right? Like adults make up a huge portion of the toy market. Huge, gigantic.
Yeah.
And so, it just doesn't surprise me. None of it surprises me.
Yeah.
None of it.
That's what was the toy council, first toy council we did was talking about adults buying toys. I've just dropped the link, but I've not got a spanner, so I can't.
Oh.
I can't.
Hang on,
it won't show up.
Give me a second.
I just thought it's not coming up, so yeah.
I have to go back to my. Oops.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
Crap.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It's I have put it in, but it's not showing up because if you don't have a spanner or a wrench, it will not show up.
All right, here, hang on just a second. Let me.
Unless you want to do it yourself, I'll put it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'll put it in the private.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me just copy and. You put it in private? Okay.
Just doing it now.
Yeah, I'll just copy and paste it. Thank you. Yeah. There we go.
That's probably best.
Right.
See, I know what I'm doing with StreamYard. I've been doing it for 2-3 years now.
Yeah. No, it's great. Like we've been using it like prolifically with.
It's brilliant. It is
with MakerDeck.
Thank you.
Right, there's the link. Yeah. So I'll keep you posted. I'm gonna try to update everybody and work into some kind of thing. At least that's my hope. I don't know if I've got a start date, but this is something that I wanted to try to do sooner rather than later, just because I want to do it anyway, and I want to do something on YouTube that's closer to my geekiness of anything that hits my radar and everybody's radar for the week.
Always do what you love. People ask me what shall I do on YouTube? Well, do what you love, because it's hard work. It's bloody hard work, and you will get fed up of it in about 6 months, 12 months. You'll get that burnout.
If you don't. Yep. Yeah. And that's I feel the same. I feel the same way. And it's like I gotta choose something that I enjoy, that I look forward to, that other people look forward to, whatever that means. And I just feel. I mean, I still do stuff on Twitch too, but like specifically for YouTube. And I've been having fun with the shorts, like uploading stupid, silly shorts. But like, I really feel like this is closer to something that I should be doing on a weekly basis, at least on YouTube, and then it being a thing. So but thank you. You got a new subscriber out of it.
Yes, way. Yeah, and also you got to be passionate about your subject as well, because your viewers will know. Your viewers will know.
You do. That's a big thing.
Yeah, totally.
All right, I'm going to wrap up. Thanks for joining.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
2 hours to go.
Hopefully it's better for you, starting better for you than it likely will be for me.
Good luck.
So, keep building. 75334. Oh, this one. Sorry, Devon was just saying he's got that set next to him. I'll be building that probably on Maker.
I must admit, I don't like that set. I've just started the Ecto one.
It's Ecto one I finished. I did the first one.
Just started the Ecto one. I've got the DeLorean here. And that is
nice. I did that one.
To the wall. That's stuck on the wall. And I don't know where I'm going to put this Ecto one. But I'm still building.
That's what I'm saying. Like once they're built, like there's some Lego sets I wish I never built, and some I'm glad I did. So anyway, thanks for joining. See you everybody on the other side. Take care. Bye.
Night.